Alright, so I cannot live stream because the internet's crap. So let's just start it. So basically, yeah, this I've been planning to port this ever since I was able to do Roram decks 2019 or was it 2020? But anyways, I was planning to do this White Mage over Rosalina for a long time, but however, I got a lot of things. And recently, I'm also working on Mighty Number Nine's Beck. That's also another problem, another table for me to work on. Currently, not yet done with him, but yeah. For now, I'm trying to do some sort of a tutorial on how to do model importing. So you can follow this guide if you want to. This is probably gonna be 1 hour or more. So I hope you can follow through. This guide, by the way, do not does not actually do the whole exoskeleton thing. This is just 3ds Max kind of stuff. All right. Of course, you don't get it, but you know what I mean. Just basic, model importing without just importing the entire skeleton and lazily put it, into the character, that kind of stuff. Also, I also want to do this for White Mage because I forgot that if I actually drag and drop the textures, um, uh, it causes issues. So I already made a dupe of it, so I'm just gonna drag and drop the texture here. Bam. As you can see, yeah, yeah, I can see. So yeah, you can notice that her face are like is like that. So don't worry about it. I can just fix it by applying the changes to her. Now the thing about it, when I first created White Mage over Rosalina back in Smash 3DS, is that she definitely looks like Rosalina. Like really, she definitely looks like one. Oh my, she's gigantic. But it's easy for me to I mean, not easy, sorry, it's better for me to just start from scratch instead of repurpose the previous Smash 3ds mod. And as of that, because I don't really want want to do the whole shtick again, like the model that was my second model import back in Smash 3ds. And then the problem of that was that it's just a garbled mess. Like normals aren't accurate, UVs were messed up because young past me thought, oh, this is gonna be alright, but in reality, it's not alright. So la- I wish I could actually show you the before after. Probably later after I'm done making this character. But if you but yeah, that's pretty much it. So what I'm doing is basically getting rid of the models for White Mage. It's pretty quick, pretty quick. It's not gonna take a long time for me to do so, but it's also a long time for me to work on this mod again, since I have other things to do, a lot of things to do, balancing work and life and all that shit. Jesus, man. I could do this in Blender, but however, the problem of me doing it in Blender is that, yeah, I'm not recognized or familiarized with, model importing on Blender. So, no, thank you, Blender. I'm not gonna do Blender. Not, so, let's see if I did it. Oh, okay. So, first things first, bam. And then, for this one, there we go. I think I did it. I did it correctly, probably. So all I can do this, do clone, create face, and then yeah, shrunk down like that. That's fine. That's normal. Invert, bam, and then same goes for the other one. But instead of inverting, just delete it. And then final note, bam, there you go. And yeah, she also have like Rosalina's eyes or something. Like looks like Rosalina's eyes. So furthermore, next part for me to do is actually make the Model T pose. So Mune, Mune means bust. So 30%, and then for this one 30%. And this is why I like doing White Mage over Rosalina in the first place, is because like her model is pretty much on point. Like she looks stupidly similar to Rosalina, like in general. Now, of course, I can just tweak out the arms just to make it align to Rosalina's model, so I can do that. So Elude Ude, that's a clavicle. No, that's a shoulder. Then Hiji, that's the arm. So I could actually extend the arm and then move the hands away. Yeah, I can do that. Let's go ahead and move the Hiji a bit closer right here. Also have to take note of the points. They're 4.32. This one 4.32. So that the other side could actually match. I think I have. Yeah, I think I might have raised white. Wait, wait. No, never mind. I thought it did, but no. Right. Yeah, it looks fine. I don't know why the bonus look, um, not aligned, but yeah, fine, whatever. Then go to Elte, which is her arm, her hand. I guess this part I could actually do, exoskeleton, but probably not. Maybe not. It's better if I could just, modify the model. Where's her hands? Okay, right here. I can just move the hands a bit, like doing model editing and just move the hands, away. So with that too, since her model is way gigantic, I can just have it like this. But however, hmm, yeah, maybe not. Just have edit mesh here, and then oh wait, no, no. Hold on, I forgot. I have to like reposition the hands just to make it like Rosalina's hands. Or second thought, I could actually just grab Rosalina's hands and just use that. Yeah, I guess that could work. I can yeah, I guess that should work. That should actually work. Okay, new plan. Let's grab Rosalina's hand. Rename this as hands, and Like white mage is literally like, like Rosalina. I'm not sure if I can keep the wand just like I did in 3DS. Probably not. Probably I must. Probably not. Maybe in an alternate download whatsoever. And then I can just edit her hands out. Them blocky hands. There we go. Now I should have no worry about it. Other than, repositioning the model a little bit. Maybe I am a bit, off-putting for Rosalina's model. Uh, if I put it side by side. So here's Rosalina's leg. There's White Mage's leg. This White Mage's body. You know. So here's White Mage's body. Same line for the bust. Same line for the shoulders. How about this? How about that? It's just yeah. All right, back. I sometimes don't like to work outside the room, but yeah, I've been forced. I've been forced to work outside my own room, and then just have things like people going here, and obstruction. Like it's sometimes annoying, but at the same time, yeah, that's about it. I can do this. I can do this, and there we go. Edited the body just like that. Now legs are pretty much alright. I don't need to animate. I mean, rig the skirt because yeah, she have short skirts. Unless I could probably animate her robe, but however, yeah, this is a bit it's not really connected per se. So that's another thing. Like it's like a bean bag, but it's not a bean bag. I wish I could like make a model for the robe to make it just like her appearance in Final Fantasy because she have like this robe. She is like one of the veteran roster for Mario Hoops 3 on 3. Um, and I also wanted to make this kind of idea, just a mix of her and Rosalina because literally White Mage literally looks like Rosalina right there. God. So yeah, I think that's about it for the body part. I think we're good for this body part. Let me check if there's any callings here and there. Don't care. No callings. I guess this looks fine. How about under? Yep, that looks fine. There's a little calling, but I don't mind. I don't think anyone would bother, going to look under her skirt. If you do, how could you? Okay, how really? How could you? Now, I guess I have to, edit the position properly. It's not even working. So, there we go. That looks about right or wrong. It looks a bit, off-putting. Yeah, that looks right. Maybe a little, a little bit. It'll work, and then just smudge it. Okay, there you go. That looks centered. Now I can actually apply the textures. Let me get Rosalina's textures. I forgot their PNGs. Ah, crap. Do I really have to do, get the DDS, I mean the DDS format? These are really old. Like, these are stupidly old. I got, I had these for a long time. Like, this is one of the first, characters that I actually, uh, one of the first character that I, model rip from. Now, for what I've known, I don't think White Mage has any colored, nails, so it's fine if I can just paint that out. She ain't Rosalina. So after done setting up with this, probably I should actually do Photoshop editing for the, for the textures. Or maybe later, since, I have to deal with her alt, the pure white, pure white alt from Mario Sports. If you look at her texture right there, you can see that she doesn't have colored nails. So that's fine. And another notice is that the textures are 502 to 256, while Rosalina's depth texture is probably 10 to 1024, 1024. I could just double the size just to make it like that. All right. Okay. First thing to do on the checklist, one, make. All right, fire. All right, right. I forgot. Make White Mage's, mouth expression, because the thing I'm gonna do if I'm gonna make, like, this mod, I have to make expressions. I don't think, yeah, this is a thing about model importing, by the way, mind you, is that this is very, very tedious. It's not that easy to, to do this kind of stuff. So you can actually understand my pressure when it comes to, model importing, especially when you want to do, like, wrong bone, especially when you want to do, model importing and include, expressions to your models. Whereas White Mage's skirt, Muna join, effect head, she doesn't have. Damn, even Mario Sports don't have actually rig model. I think I could actually do, port it from the 3DS, but still, man, I forgot this model is shit. It doesn't have any, rig models. Alas, Mihari. So for now, I could just, do the rigging stuff. Expressions later, rigging stuff first. I know this 3ds Max. I wonder if the model actually has, expressions from this SMD. I'm gonna check on Blender if I can. But for now, since I'm done with all of this crap, I'm I'm shocked that there's no mouth. Really? Pathetic. You're all pathetic. Since we're good, except not you. So we can just collapse all, apply all the, the modifiers, and now she's not rigged to the bone anymore. So as you can see, I can just move it like this, delete. Although I could have needed, this one. I gotta save before, like, I have to make a pre rigging, save file. I tend to do this kind of stuff so that if I made a mistake, I could just go back from the previous, and then yeah. I, okay, so now it's done. I can just select this, select children, delete, and then enable this one. Now rigging process, or should I say, let's start doing the UV part first. I think it's better to do the UV first than the rigging area. So, but before that, I want to see if um, oh yeah, I don't think I have Blender source tool, added here in Blender and 3.4. Yeah, I don't have Blender source tool. Crap. Maybe next time. No, do the rigging part. No, not rigging part. Sorry, do the texture part. It's important to do the texture part first, then the rigging part, because of course it's needed. It's important. Second, the reason why I spared Rosalina's hands is because I don't want to rig the entire hands again. That's long. Like it's gonna take a long time for me to do so. I mean, the video is pretty much already that long, 22 minutes, and now I've already started rigging now. So waiting for Photoshop. The thing we need to do is we have to do, put this texture into Smash. Another thing is we need to make some custom normal map and custom PRM map for White Mage, but I don't think so. Since White Mage has, that kind of low quality model, low poly model, all for 128, 128, 128, and this one 512, 256. I'm just gonna upload them, you know, from upload them on my Discord so that I can use use Waifu 2x to increase the size using AI. Now, you can do that without using AI, but however, I'd just rather use AI for, to make the edges a bit smoother instead of, rough. The problem of using an AI, enhancer or upscaler is that there's some noises that you have to do, and yeah, that's a big no-no right there. So here we have a 1024, 1024. I just rather have it upscaled because it's just to make things smoother. And then if I want to make a stock icon, at least they create a stock icon for her. I'll just edit it out to make it Smash style. My internet is so slow, very very slow. I cannot actually. So we're gonna do the body and then I'll start making the expressions. So how big is Rosalina's hair texture? The ALP texture. How big is it? If it's 250, if it's 502, no, it's 1024. That needs, I have to, that means I have to increase the size. there we go. I can just make the texture exactly the same. So I'll just make it 512. Yes. And there. This should work just the way as intended, but this time with a little bit upscaled texture. Now for these two, I have to deal with that. I know 128 won't fit for 1024 texture, but maybe if I do, do it in 256, like each of them 256, yeah, sure. Because if you look at the size of, 128 for 1024 texture, they look so small. So better to have it, have it in 256 so that they can just do this and that. How many texture does this? One, two, three, 3, 6, 9. That should be enough for 512 probably, but yeah. Now you may be wondering, why am I using this kind of stuff? Why not, upload? The problem upload is I have to do this one by one, and I know there's another website that does, that does multiple batches, but they're so slow. I tried it. All right, they're so slow. So it's much quicker for me to just, upload the image on Discord and then do this kind of stuff again. Even if I have to use the captcha a lot of times. One, two, three. Mm-hmm. Alright, so that's pretty unnecessary. I thought they only have 8. I thought they only have 9. I guess the last one is pretty much identical to the other, so yeah, I guess they were done for White Mage's texture. I don't know why they have extra blink animation right there, but yeah. I could actually do this. Um, Scale it to 512, and there you have it. You can flatten the image, save, and I got myself White Mage texture. Now let's start doing the UV. Of course, since I did not do anything about the body, I can just leave it as that. But however, for the face, I have to do the UV editing right there. Because if I put the textures, it looks like this. Something that is not intentional, but something like that. Can be easily fixed. Shit. Can be easily fixed by repositioning the face. Oh wait, my bad. Wait, hold on. My pardon, my bad. I forgot. This one, depth texture. There we go. This one, alpha texture. So just load in and then try to match with White Mage's face. 'Cause all I told you like was gonna be this way. Oops. Looks seamless, or there's still a little bit seam right there. I can fix the seam right here. There's an easy fix right there. All you have to do is just carefully. There you go. Carefully try to match the seams. Yuck. How's this? That's even worse. Um, there you go. That looks up. It's a bit seamless, but still, that's the way we like it. So we have this. We'll do the expressions. Probably not now because the mouth. I have to do the mouth. Like, come on, man. Let's start rigging. I'm not gonna rig the mouth because that's way too complicated. Otherwise, if I wanted to do, White Mage over Rosalina, another way for me to do so is just replace the face with Rosalina, since it's clearly nearly identical to Rosalina. And since I didn't actually rig the hands, so that's fine. Skirt, no need to rig the skirt. First off, for me, this is just only for me. Cleared all rigging. So rig this to one bone, remove 0 weights, delete the bone, I mean remove the bone, and then re-add the bone. Now let's start with the rigging process. Finally, you know what? Yeah, finally, I get you. You're waiting for me to do the rigging process for a long time. I feel you. But yeah, I have to take some extra measures just to make it look, okay. All right. So calm down, relax. First, I have to deselect some of the stuff before, rigging entirely the head section to the head bone. The head is way easy, okay? The easiest part for you to rig when you start rigging is the head. You first start rig at the top or the head. After that, you're good to go. Bam. Now, next one is the neck. You have to slowly go down to the next section, but I think, yeah, since White Mage's neck is something like this, I just have to manually select this point here, left and right. I don't know why I clicked that. And then where's the bust bone? I have it 50-50, neck and bust. And then there we go. Now I think it's a bit easier for you to use Blender's weight paint. Ill weight paint. Ugh. But yeah, when you're doing model importing and you have to manually rig things to yourself, you just have to be precise with your own, with your own model. And bam. Now I can check and see if, if rotating the bone looks okay. Right? Looks fine. Oops, my bad. Disable children. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. What should gonna do with this, mister? Hmm. We cannot rig this to the hair bone. We cannot do this in the hair bone because it's paired. It's parented. The hair bone is parented to the head. That's the problem. So next up is the shoulder or the arms. Second, second, and not second. Sorry. So you first start in the the elbow area. This is pretty much the easiest part for you to rig because yeah, it's the elbow area. And then the arm section is also very easy because the rest is self-explanatory. And then right here in the elbow, okay, and then select arm R, and then the rest, bam. Now if you look at this, if I rotate the bone, okay, rotate the bone right here. You notice that there seems to be a little bit off, and yeah, I get it. This is where we can edit the model to actually get it a bit closer. But however, I don't think so. Another trick of my sleeves, of the sleeves, is have this 25%. The same goes for the other side, 25%. Arm R 25% because if you do this, there you go. It looks natural, or a little bit flat, but still looks fine. This is a low poly model. Do keep in mind. Next is the shoulder area. But I want to get rid of this sack of hair. Oh my god. This shoe. Now I can properly, do rigging whatever I can. Same goes for the other side. And then for clavicle, you have to, you have to estimate which part is the one where you want to, rig the clavicle, because this is way a bit complex since she have big tits right there. Oh my god, that woman have honkers. Jokes aside, yeah. Okay, we should just have it 50-50 right here and there. 9 and 18, so they're evenly matched. Oops, wrong section. And then, wait, why did I select shoulder? That's not, it's supposed to be clavicle. God damn it. Click this, and then this one, not the you, but you. I'm holding on the rope, got me 10 feet off the ground. And I hear you what you say, but I just can't make a sound. Tell me that you need me, didn't know you cut me down. But wait, tell you that I'm sorry, didn't think I'd turn around. Say hey. Okay, hey, that looks fine. Now we can just, make a little bit tweaking for the shoulders, since, yeah, they're like going, bending upwards looks off. This one, yeah, needs more tweaking for this area too. So where's the shoulder? This one, 50, 50, 50, and 50. Where's clavicle if I need one? Right here. You too, 50, 50. And if we select the shoulder and rig, there you go. It's not that, it's not that bendy. But the next part, yeah, this area, need my clavicle right here. this one too. Let's have like the bus bone rig to this, make it like 0.9 likely. There we go. That looks pretty much natural. Not to be honest, not gonna lie. As for this one, I can just make it rig to instead of 50. Let's just make it less 50. But you know what? I'll just stick it like this. Stick it. So we're done with the arms. There's barely. I mean, the clavicle is barely even moved. To be honest, like it's not that a lot of effort. There's not a lot of effort for rigging clavicle. But the next part we need to do is rig the waist area. So get waist. So waist is right here. This is where we start our waist because this is a waste of time. Yeah, right. So here, here, here. So this one, I guess, set it 50-50. And then this, where's the bust bone? 50. And then let's see. All right, that's more like it. Next is the hip bone. Of course, this part where I'm a bit of problematic because the thing about the hip bone is that that like if you're also rigging it with a skirt, you have to expect things such as this and that, like some clipping because this is a skirt. Okay, the thing about characters with clothes underneath or inside of it is that you need to be precise when it comes to rigging from waist and hip. So I'm just gonna go YOLO right here for a moment. I could actually and bring back the beanbag from earlier, and then select this. Right, so back to the hips. Right, so first things first. Bam, rig to hip. Although I could just have this part rig to hip too, right? And then now we're in, a bit easier part now. Hold on. Before that, just have this entire part rigged to hip, just to make things easier for me. Let's start with left leg. Excuse me. So 50, 50, 50, and then 50, 50. Mm-hmm. 50. Then do the same for the other side. Crap. Right R. Now depends on how detailed the legs are. The legs are pretty much easy to rig. Depends on how detailed they are. So now as you can see, the kneecap, I mean the knee bone area and the knee, the knee model matches. So therefore, this is where you can do the good part. Let's get our knee elbow right here. These deselect, and then have this one, and then this one 5. Actually, this one is 25 for here. 5. Anything in the center is 50-50. So that's the good part of it, the good gist of it. So if you know where to put or where to rig, then you know where to go. And as for this one, rig this to 0.25. And that's about it. That's how you rig shit. And then rig this to 1, call it done, and then notch it done because I have to rig the parts of the right leg properly because it's not rigged. Make sure there's no patches that you missed. Okay, looks fine. Therefore, we can just move on and break to the knee. Really, that's really that it. Alright, didn't know about it. That's really it. Knee L. For this part, this is now the foot area, so let's look for foot L right here, and then right there. And then we also have to put like 50-50 in the knee right here. If we take a look at our model, how it's rigged, that looks perfectly alright. Bending the knee, yep, looks fine. And then the legs, okay as well. And with that, shit, wrong. And with that, we're pretty much done rigging White Mage. Oh wait, I forgot to rig the toes, right? The toe bone. So right here, just make it 0 because this is a low poly model. So there's no problem bringing it to 0. I mean bring it to 1, sorry. What I meant. And this one, select. Let's make it, instead of 50, let's make it about like 20%. There we go. That should be fine. And with that, we're done with White Mage over Rose. Ooh, there we go. See, this is why you need to test things before, you know, doing the final touch. Because I actually missed rigging this part right here. Now check if there's nothing missing rigging and stuff. So if it looks fine when you do testing the rigging and stuff, okay, that looks fine, that looks okay. For the bust, that looks okay, a little bit sharp, but that's okay since this is a low poly model. And this one, that looks okay. Head, of course, it's okay. Now since I barely touch anything in the hands, okay, so this is why I need this. Okay, for the hand part, this is why you need to test things actually. So there you go, hand L and then hand R. There we go. I guess that should work since this is a low poly model. And with that, we're done. We're done doing White Mage final rigging. Now I am not gonna do expressions because as you can see, you can tell this is already 1 hour, and all of this, doing all of this. Why am I select? Wait. What happened? Wait, what? Why is this? Wait. I'm confused. Oh, select influence. Okay, I accidentally do that. So because, like I said, doing the expression, it's gonna be difficult because you have to do 45 times in order to make like the expressions, and then you also have to make the mouth. If you're doing it on Blender, chances are the model might have shape keys, which is easier for you to do expressions without it. But yeah, god damn, there's so much. I can open the older Blender version and import the SMD and see if it actually has blend some some shape keys. God damn it. Already done model importing video. I mean, not model importing video, sorry. Um, Model importing guide on Blender. And if people are asking me to do Blender model importing, I'm not gonna do that. It's already too much, and then, man, Blender is a pain. Okay, that's the problem. That's the thing. Blender is pain. Man, what took Blender so long to load? It shouldn't be like that. There we go. Alright, so let's do importing. How can I do this without, disrupting the stream? Select SMD. I know it's Alt F3. F3? Shift F3. Oh. See? This is why. Because my F3 is set as this. I'm not ending the stream yet. So, SMD, import. Oh, you can just do that. File import SMD. Such a klutz. So, select this. Let's see if it has shape keys. If it's not, then okay. No shape keys. So technically, White Mage don't have mouth expression at all. Damn it. But hey, at least if you're on Blender, you can actually separate materials. Bam. Probably gonna release this, if once I'm done, once I'm done, doing the other stuff. For now, I guess that's pretty much how you do model importing on 3ds Max for now. This is how you do it. And since the wait, since there's no some special like other special things like making expressions, I'm not gonna tackle it. This might gonna be 2 hours more if I'm just gonna do expressions. I might gonna try I might gonna try import Smash 3ds White Mage mod that I had to Ultimate, since I've also did custom face expression because the mouth for White Mage is unrigged. Here's my 3ds mod. I'm glad I'm gonna have the opportunity to update this mod. And see, as you can see, I've already did like expressions here. I know it's short and shit, but yeah. So I'll just gonna import the face, call it done. Alright, so next part is, exporting it, since I'm gonna save a new copy, save as. This is now final, or just White Mage. There we go, we're done. After that, we just do this, and then do export. Now, since parts of her is actually from Rosalina, um, since parts of her is Rosalina, I have to do another re-importing since you cannot actually. Since you cannot actually rotate it on Studio SB. I know I'm using Studio SB in 2023. Shut up. But what I'm doing is, importing twice because the other one, it's because of this one. Yeah. Like I said, because of the hand, shoot. So as I said, because of the hand is actually from Rosalina, I have to change the setting, the expert setting from Y up to Z up because the original Rosalina model was, lying down, and I'll show you why I have to do that. Um, uh, okay, Studio SB, and then select White Mage. And for those who are doing like model importing and other stuff too, make sure you actually just copy paste instead of just re-exporting the same thing from data arc again and again because you're wasting more time if you're doing so than saving more time. Okay, so here we have normal Rosalina right there, and I can just delete this. I haven't actually done doing the textures because yeah, it's not yet done. So let's start with the model, and you can tell why I have to re-import the hand. I mean re-export the hand on the different settings. Mm. As you can see, this is Rosalina's hand right here. This is not what I want, so I delete this and then re-import the hand that I export using a different setting, and bam, and then there you have it, the hands, and then go to skin, Rosalina's hands. Now since I didn't actually did the textures or other stuff, of course it's not supposed to look like this because I did not actually change the textures. So for now, all I have to do is import that and then show you what it looks like when I play the animation, if I can. I don't think I have imported the animation for Rosalina. Maybe it's in the other, other. Yeah, it's in the other extract. As you can see, there's White Mage with Rosalina's hair animation, and if you take a look of it, it doesn't seem there's any clipping issues here and there. There's no, yeah, other than textures. That's basically it for model importing. Now, of course, I did not actually, you know, include the one because yeah, maybe White Mage don't use wands like Rosalina's wand. Probably I'll do that, like I said. Now the next one is doing the texture editing. So let's get toolbox, switch toolbox. Characters, Rosalina, our sports, and then we'll export both the NOR and PRM. So import them on toolbox right here, and then export them as DD. Ouch. Export them as DDS right here. Now there are other alternatives for you to do. Like import and export textures. There's the tool called Smash Text Edit or something available. Those are for those who cannot actually access Switch Toolbox actually. So the next part for me to do is modify both the normal and PRM. Since we don't have an actual normal map for White Mage, all I can do is basically just get rid of the ink map. All the details, all the ink map, just erase it. Because we can actually generate ink map on 3ds Max and Blender. So as you can see, if I remove the ink map, it's just like this. So if I select this color and then color it around, I remove the details. I remove the height map. It's not there anymore. It's non-existent. And I can just copy paste the color and do the same with the other. I can do like, the ink map if I want later on, but for now, our priority was to make man our priority is to make textures for Rosalina and for White Mage. So all right, so let's get started with it. Just have it like this. I think the standard normal PRM textures is like that. But since knowing that White Mage has like the face texture right here, of course. So the next one right here for the body. This is where things gets a little bit complicated. Because if you want to make more detailed PRM for it, yeah, sure, you can do that. If you can do that as much as you want. But since this model is low poly, you kind of don't need it. But for the sake of it, I want to make, let's say, the tiara. Um, make the tiara like metallic by look. So to do that, I can just do this, and then edit the red channel, which is the metallic texture, to. Oh my god! What just I clicked the wrong button. Oops. So have it like something close to metal, and then for this one, just make it a bit darker. And you get yourself a little bit purplish color because that's what metallic color is supposed to be. And I also have to get rid of this part because this is not supposed to be this is not supposed to happen. This is like not metal. So after that, okay, that's part one. Now part two, we can also do this for the other one. Okay, so that should do it. Change settings and then right. The gem doesn't need to be metallic, so all we have to do is just do this, do this, do this, do this, and do this. And then we can just copy paste the metal look that we have right here. And if you want to make it more consistent, you can just edit the texture, like the base texture, to have like metallic feature or something. So probably later, but not now. Oh, and if you want to make it, a bit darker for parts like this triangle section is, very dark. So if you want to make it dark, you can also edit the ambient right here. Just have it like this, and then yeah, I guess that's about it. And then lastly is editing the specular map. Since it's something like this, you can just make it blank, like full black. Oh yeah, not just only that, but you also need it for the metallic texture right there. A little bit, a little bit brighter, like this. And that's about it for PRM map. So all I can do is save this as DDS, save it as, BC7 linear if you're using Photoshop, and then that's about it. We can just do this. Ouch. hmm Just import the texture here, and then import the normal map, import the PRM. Of course, the bigger the texture, the longer it take for Switch Toolbox to convert a simple PNG texture to new TextB. So that's why it's a bit faster if you do, edit and then save the file as DDS than, doing it in PNG. And then we save, reload our model, and there you have it. You had yourself White Mage, like White Mage's model looking like that. It should look like that in game, so that's pretty much it for this video. You can test this if you're actually doing, model importing. You can actually test this yourself and see, how it looks. If it looks fine, okay, that's good. You did it. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. I hope you do enjoy it. Now, there seems to be like, some shading at the back. That's because your normal map don't have any alpha channel for it. So you have to manually edit the normal map Now, there is no tutorial on how to make your own bump map, like your customizing bump map, since that takes a lot of effort, and I cannot actually, help you with that kind of stuff. Same goes for PRM. That takes a lot of effort, but if you want to play around with a PRM, there's like a specific website called Smash Ultimate PRM, and that's where you actually, you know, play around with a PRM texture. It's right here. There, you can import it, but basically just imagine which color of the texture you want. Let's say from my white mage mod, like under the skirt, what it's gonna look like underneath. I mean, what's gonna, what's the material underneath it. So this is what I do. It's just select and then try to make what it looks like for underneath. So it's something like this. So yeah, it's like that, and that's how you do it. Thank you all for watching. For something like, a short model importing. I hope you do enjoy it. Don't forget to leave a like. Feel free to subscribe. Excuse me. If you have any questions on how to do model importing, please don't comment me on the YouTube channel. If you have questions on model importing, please do visit my Discord server, alright? Or visit other Discord servers if you can, like Smash Ultimate Modding Group or whatever. So if that's about it, thank you all for watching. I hope you do enjoy it, and I'll see you around. Until next time, goodbye.